Namaste everybody, welcome to Monday's Vinyasa or dynamic flow practice, as I'm now preferring to call it. So we've got to work through some quite sort of big hip work today and looking at sort of building quite a lot of heat. I'm going to delay the sun salutations till a little bit later. If you know you're going to need a prop, usually a brick, then have one handy. If not, just manage without. So without further ado, we're going to just bring ourselves into a nice comfortable seated position. If that's cross-legged, or if that's easy pose or Trikonasana, or half lotus or full lotus, if you nicely warmed up through your knees, ankles and hips, then that's great. So we'll just bring ourselves into practice to start with. I'm going to just rest the lower portion of the body down into the floor, whilst just gently engaging the tummy and the pelvic floor and stretching up through the top of the head. Rest your hands where it's comfortable and just start to bring some focus into your breathing. If at any time you need to change your legs over, that's fine too. So taking a deep breath in, we're going to bring our arms wide, stretch and star the hands, draw the shoulder blades together behind you, tuck the chin in, keep nice and long, stretch back and bring the hands forward, clasp the hands, drop the shoulders, bend the elbows. So you're pushing the elbows away, drop the chin in, lift up, reverse, stretch back, close the shoulder blades behind you, open the chest. Breathe in, bring the clasp together, bend the elbows, drop the chin, push the elbows away. Drop the shoulder blades down the back. Lovely. Take a deep breath in. We're going to bring the fingertips to the tops of the shoulder heads, just top of the deltoids here into the shoulder. Bring the elbows up. Just start to draw little circles, doesn't matter which direction. Little circles, start to make them bigger. And then start to bring the whole shoulder girdle into it there, and also the shoulder blade. Just start to really make big circles all the way around. When you feel that you've got as big as you can in terms of circumference, change direction and bring yourself back the other way. Keep circling there and make those circles smaller. I've just got to turn the boiler off. I've got to do that. Okay, so carefully does it then. We're going to bring our hands interlaced behind the head. Try to avoid that sort of pigeon neck and pigeon head forward. Open up the hands and then, open up the elbows and then draw the elbows together and just lengthen through the top of the head. Stretch out, push the sit bones into the floor as you then just gently guide your chin down to the chest. If you want to and you find it more effective, you can change the hand position over the top and just tuck the fingers at the base of the knobbly bit at the back end of the skull. Carefully stretch out, keep dropping the shoulders away, but still lengthening and pushing through the sit bones. Stretching out down into the back. Lovely. Sweep the left arm up, drop it into position, bend the elbow, and sweep the arm round into the catch position. So one more Trikonasana, cow face arms, lift the top elbow, drop the shoulder into position, but a big pit here. Open up the armpit here, drop the right shoulder and open up the chest. Breathing here, keeping nice and firm through the belly but not too rigid. Release off, right arm up, drop it into position, big armpit, bend at the elbow, sweep the left arm round, catch, Trikonasana, and lift the top elbow, then drop the shoulder into position and then open the chest. Breathing here. Lovely. Release off. Fantastic. Gentle twist, change the legs over if you need to. Sit up tall again, roll the right shoulder open, drop the hands behind and just guide the head round. Not too far. Keep stretching up here. Go as far as is comfortable for that sort of winding out twist of the torso. Deep breath in and breathe out. Left shoulder open, drop the hand behind, swap the hands over and just guide yourself around. Breathing here, supporting with your banders. Release that off. Lovely. So carefully does it then. We're going to take this stretch twice. So we're going to take it now at the beginning and then we're going to take it at the end and see if we can feel the difference. So it's a sort of movement towards Tibetan weaponry. Has other names as well. The Tibetan pose might be better if we don't want to use weaponry or any sort of armaments or verbs like that or nouns like that in our practice. Then you can bring yourself down onto the floor. I'm going to turn sideways for this one so you can see it in particular. I'm going to leave out a section of it that we're going to put in later. Bring the heels in close. Bring your hands to the outside edge of the right leg and draw the knee into the armpit. Roll over, drop the knee to the floor, and then just start to drop that knee down on the left knee. So left knee down, right leg out, and just start to straighten. And then rest yourself away from that stretch. Keep breathing here. You can increase the stretch here towards the end of the practice. Bend that right knee, bring yourself back up, swap the legs over. So again, half happy baby here, drawing the knee into the armpit. Carefully rolling over onto that knee, bending that leg and dropping that right knee down and starting to straighten and lengthen and then turn away. Breathing here. Firming up the legs, starring the feet, particularly the straight leg. Keep breathing. If you're not straight on this left leg, that's fine. Breathing here. Bend that leg. Bring it back in, knees to chest. Stir around, particularly focus on the outer edge at the back of the hip crest there, so iliac crest all the way around to the back of the pelvis and just sort of iron out, particularly around sort of gluteus medius area there. Bits of stiffness creeping in. Onto our knees, flip over. So, cat-cow here. Bring yourself in, there's going to be several variations here. So cat-cow, knees together, shins together, feet together. The feet start to flop out, bring them in. Firm up the legs, draw the shoulders down the back and kick the heels of the hands into the floor. Grip the floor lightly, take a deep breath in, drop the belly and just start to look up and guide the heart through. Breathe out, push down, reverse. Breathe in, drop the belly, pop the heart through to the front, look up, and breathe out. Keep firming up through those feet, through those legs, through the banders. Keep the movement going with the breath. Keep bringing the heart through on the dip, the cow, and sucking everything back in on the cat. One more time for luck. And level it back off. Lovely. So drop your weight into your left knee, strike out with the right leg, stretch away, try and get that leg level with the floor. It doesn't have to be mega high, okay? If you want to lift it higher, great. Just keep drawing the energy back into the body, leveling off the pelvis, striking tiger. Stretching out to the side, so both limbs outside. So you sort of feel like a bit of a clock face. Keep breathing here. Draw energy in. Carefully does it. Bring this leg over the other leg, flatten down, and then we're going to twist. So keep the right hand down, keep breathing, push down, lift up, and twist. Lengthen away. We're going to repeat this in a bit as well. Breathing here. Lift those hips, open the outer hip, press and firm the feet. Release off. Lovely. Swap back to your cat-cow position. Take a little swan stretch, child pose in the middle, stretching away, firming up and lengthening the back, Don't drop the head down at this point. Lovely. Stretching away, lengthening. Bring yourself back up. Find your cat position. Onto the right knee. Push down. Firm up the hands. Push the floor away. Suck in the bandhas. Stretch away. Slight lift. Striking tiger. Leveling up that pelvis. Sucking everything in. And then out to the side. Stretching here. Holding. Breathing. Strong work. Lovely. Firming up the feet. Excellent. Bring it back to centre and then swap that leg over. Take a deep breath in. Lift the hips. Press the feet into the floor and lift up. Stretch away and twist. Press those feet in. Knees not quite down, so not very well balanced. There we go. Stretch up. Breathing here. Bandhas in. Lovely. Breathing out. Knees back here. Swan stretch. Lovely. Stretching away. Settle for a moment. Keep the head in line with the spine if you can, or fold the arms and drop the forehead onto the forearms if you feel like you need to give the shoulders a little bit of a break. Lovely. So we're just going to open up the shoulders a little bit now. So back into your cat-cow position. Going to take the catch. So deep breath in. Find your right leg out again. Bend the leg. Sweep round and catch. Push in, lengthen and lift up. And then on the exit, swap through. Take this left arm right the way through for thread the needle. Lift the tail. No weight or virtually no weight through the head and neck here. Most of this weight is distributed through the knees and the shoulder head. Lovely. Opportunity to express if you prefer, or there is also the leg lift. Breathing here. Keep leveling up the pelvis though. Keep drawing the energy and firming up the legs. Breathing. Carefully dismount. Push through. Lovely. Balance yourself up again. Firm. Press away. Left leg out. Bending the leg. Take a deep breath in. Catch. Firm. And lift. Keep firming those legs. Lovely. And then release off. Right arm through. Level up those knees. Stretch as far away as you can. No weight virtually through head and neck. Press those feet in. Lift up. And then take your leg lift. If you'd like to, keep breathing here. Leveling up the pelvis. Drawing the energy back up that straight leg. Breathing. Nice and firm, but not over effort. Balance between ease and effort. Carefully release that off. Lovely. Take your rest. And then we're going up to a down dog. So get your hands into position. Really star the hands. Think about the different finger positions. So you can have middle finger straight up and parallel to the sides of the mat. Index finger parallel. Or you can keep the movement going and have the space between the thumb and the index finger also opening up. So 3 hand positions here. Tuck the toes under and lift up. Maybe choose a hand position that's different to you. Open up the toes, flatten them down, lift the heels, stretch out through the toe mounds, and then draw the energy into the legs and suck those tops of thighs back up. Tops of arms into the body, tops of thighs into the body. Lovely. Deep breath in, walk forward. Soft knees, hands to shins, roll the shoulders back and down. Drop the tail, pop the heart up and stretch. Then lift up, hands into the hip crease here, groin crease. Lift and flick the tops of the thighs backwards as you fold over into your Uttanasana. Take a moment here to just settle in your Uttanasana. Breathing. If you've got soft knees, that's absolutely fine. Lift the tops of those thighs, stretching away, folding down, firming up, leveling up. Soften the knees, push the floor away, sweep all the way up to extended Tadasana or roll up, you choose. Breathe out. Lovely. So 15 minutes of just really getting into the hip area. So now we're going to take our sun salutations, standard A and B, I'll call it. And then from that final round, we're going to go straight into a cycle of hip openers. Okay, so taking a deep breath in. Breathe out, fold. Soften those knees off if you need to. Breathe in, extend. Fold, place, stride back. Chaturanga to your up dog, or knees down if you need to. Firm up those feet, press into the floor and push back to your down dog. Make your adjustments, change your hand position if you prefer. Stretch away and lengthen. Pedal if you need to, so just walk that dog, but take your time. Time on one leg. Lift the leg into the socket and then lift the thigh as you just push back. Lovely, take your time. Deep breath in, look up when you're ready. Stride forward, extend. Breathe out, fold. Tip and lift the tops of the thighs. Breathe in, all the way back up. And breathe out. Number 2, deep breath in. And breathe out, fold. Tipping up, lifting, extending, folding, being nice and long. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, place, striding, different leg. Chaturanga to up dog. Sweeping through, see if you can keep yourself off the floor. Firm those legs up, press the feet in. Push back, down dog. And hold. Adjust your hands if you want to. Draw the arms in, grip the floor. Lift those tops of thighs. Stretch away, lengthen. Keep drawing the energy up the legs. Not about firming and pushing back and hyperextending those knees. It's about lifting and lengthening in the right way. Deep breath in. Stride forward. Extend. Breathe out, fold. Tipping, lifting. Make sure you've got your 4 corners of the feet nicely engaged. Soften, push through. Lift up, breathe in, and breathe out. Number 3, deep breath in. And breathe out. Firming up, lifting up, lengthening. Keep that good, even pressure between all 4 corners of the feet. And breathe out. Place, stride. Chaturanga. Through. Pop that heart center through to the front. You draw the shoulders down the back. And push back to your down dog. Settle. Change your hand position if you are. Draw the arms in. Draw the legs in. Deep breath in. Stride. Extend. Fold. Push the floor away. Hinge yourself back up now if you feel that the lower back is starting to open up. And you don't have to bend the knees. Deep breath in, number 4. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, extend. Place, striding. Through and up. Strong now, firming up and pushing back. And holding here. Take your time, draw your shoulders back, draw the arms in. Draw the legs together or apart, lift the tail, flatten those toes. Deep breath in, softening off, lifting the legs in, hinging. Lovely. Super. Stride, extend, fold. Hinge all the way up and breathe out. Lovely. So 4 of A, we'll do 4 of B as well. We'll keep it simple, we won't add any changes today. Okay, so Utkatasana, breathing in. And breathing out, hinging, folding. Breathe in, extend. And breathe out, fold, slide or jump. Through you go, up, firming, pushing back, down. Right leg high, through to the front. Hinge, high heel, lift the heel, straighten that leg, firm up. Push the floor away, lift up And, sorry, got hair in my face. Ah, get away. Breathe out, all the way down. Chaturanga to your up dog. Desperate for a haircut. Push back to your down dog. Left leg high, sweep through. High heel, but straight leg. Bring yourself up. Straightening, lengthening. Open, feel this hip open as you straighten and firm. And breathe out. Up dog. And down dog. Lovely. Settle for a moment. Rest if you need to. Yay, he's gone. Oh, I don't know why the hair would be male, but it's like peppermint patty in here, too much hair. Okay, so take a deep breath in. Think about your intention. Walking, hopping, skipping, jumping. Lift the tail. Lengthen. Breathe out. Soften the knees. Push the floor away. Draw the energy into the centre of the body. And breathe out. Lovely. I'm going to turn sideways now. Deep breath in. Sweep up. Settle into your fierce. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, extend. Place, stride or jump. Chaturanga. Travelling through, firming, opening. Push back. Right leg high. Sweep. This time, foot down. Deliberately opening up and straightening the back leg to open up. Push that little pinky in the back. Curve. Low hands if you've got back issues. Back you go. Chaturanga to your up dog. Push back to your down dog. Left leg high. Sweep it through. Flatten that foot down. Firm up. Bring that hip round. Low arms, medium arms, high arms. Firming up through that back foot. Pinky engaged. Chaturanga to your up dog. Push back to your down dog. Settle here. Change your hand position. Draw the arms into the body. Lift up, up and away. Settling here. Lovely. Deep breath in. Look up. Spring forward. I changed my hand position. It went wrong there. Extend. Breathe out, fold. Hinging up through your Utkatasana. Lift up. And breathe out. Number 3, taking a deep breath in and breathing out. Breathe in and then breathe out. Breathe in, extend. Place, jump. Chaturanga, travel, firm, lengthen. Push back. 3 come. Warrior 2 this time. Sweep through. Cycle, bring that knee further over than you normally would. Stretch away. Deep breath in and breathe out. Cycle over. Chaturanga to your up dog. Firm and lift. Push back to your down dog. Left leg high. Sweep it through. Wide, firming up. Open that knee wider. Bring yourself up. Settle, firm. And breathe out. Chaturanga, up dog. And push back to your down dog. Rest if you need to. On cycle 3 now. Getting a bit hot. Pedal if you're getting warmer and you feel like you need to stretch out around the hips and down the back of the legs, through the Achilles into the plantar fascia. If you feel like you're starting to get just a few niggles from maybe being a bit more sedentary. Keep thinking about how you can keep bringing warmth and oxygen and stretch into these warmer muscles at the time. Deep breath in, lift your tail, hopping up and through, extend, breathe out, fold. Push the floor away, settle, and breathe out. Now it's a warm day, it's quite humid at the moment. Settle and wait in your Tadasana if you've had enough, or you can take our final round of B. This time, reverse warrior, straightening up, left arm back, right arm up, firm, push open. Make sure the legs are firm, lifting up and out of the waist, breathing out, all the way down, up, push back, right leg high, sweep it through, reverse, straightening up, done the wrong leg, haven't I? Left leg through, firm up, press up, lengthen, lift out of the waist. Breathe out, all the way down. Place. Through you go, up, and push back, down. Settle for a moment. Rest if you need to. Draw the energy into toes, feet, up through the legs to the tops of the thighs, tops of the arms into the shoulders, down through the neck, down through the hands to these energized hands. Lovely. Lift up, spring forward, extend. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, all the way back up via your Utkatasana. Make it nice, make it level, make it central, and breathe out. Lovely, very nice. Okay, so taking it down then, I'm going to take it in through the top rather than up through the bottom. So we're going to stride the right leg back, lift it up, hug it in, splay the feet, both feet, activate the feet, really energize them, energize the legs. Stride back, lovely, into that kneeling lunge. So get as deep as you can manage and drop that knee down. Lovely. Move the toe out to the top corner and move the knee out as well. So the knee is opening up here. Breathing in, breathing out, down into the center, stretching away, lengthening. Need to caterpillar that foot forward a little bit to get a little bit more traction. Firm up the legs, press the feet into the floor. See if you can go a little bit deeper. With that knee pointing out, it's going to be harder to bring that knee in, so activate the inner thigh, pressing both feet. Lovely. Deep breath in. Bring that foot straight again, hand inside, press and lift the hips and twist and stretch. Okay, firm up the legs, draw the shins together. Lovely. Excellent. Release that off. Going to take the variation. Okay, so bring that leg over the back, cross it over, take that left hand into position. Okay, so the right leg is right back now. Spin, lift up, and then bend the back leg and catch. Keep the knee on the floor, catch the foot, and open. Lift the hips, keep breathing. Release off. Lovely. Fantastic. So, take a deep breath in, up to your down dog. Take a deep breath in, stride the right leg forward this time. Big, wide as you can manage. Drop that back knee down, turn the toes out. Caterpillar forward, hands to floor, draw the shoulders back, lift up, pop the heart through. Draw yourself through, firm up the legs here. And as you firm up, the belly too, down you go to the floor. Draw that knee in as best you can to activate that inner thigh, but keep firming through the legs. Bring yourself back up. Bring that foot straight now, right hand inside. Push and lift and draw the shins together as you lift up and out, lengthen, bandas and belly firm as you spin. Keep drawing the legs together, keep opening up. Lovely. Change it back, so you're going to slide back, bring this leg across, get the knees into position, right hand on the floor, push down and lift, bend that knee with the knee still on the floor, so this is the back knee now, right leg bent, catch, lift the hips and twist. Breathing here. Harder than it looks, keep firm through the belly, firm through those feet. Release off. Release down, hands, feet, up to your down dog. Make your adjustments. Hold, stretch away. Bit of work there through the serratus. So just check in that everything around the shoulder girdle and down the sides of the body is okay. Lovely. So, taking a deep breath in, going to go from down dog now up to standing side angle poses. Okay, so from down dog, right leg high, bend the knee, open the chest, open, lengthen, draw the arms in, base leg down, firm up those feet, bring that foot through. Lovely. High heeled lunge, make it count so it's wide, long, okay. See how wide and long you can go. High heel at the back, bring it up above the toe pads, straighten up that leg, okay. Firm up, almost like drawing the leg into the buttock as you then sink down. Okay, so you've got a really sort of active back leg, not sort of relaxed at all. Deep breath in, into that stretch. Keep buoyant, keep pressing the feet, keep firming the legs. Firm belly here as well, firm pelvic floor, drawing the shoulders down. And lovely. Settling that out into the twist. So we're going to take the arm across, cross over. You can have high heel at the back, I'm allowing that. Cross the arm over, press the hand in, firm and straighten that back leg as you suck everything in and twist into a variation of Pardavita Parsvarkanasana. Keep breathing, keep firm through the back, draw those legs together, lifting the hips. Lovely. Hard work. Release that off. Place the hands and stride back to your down dog. Take a moment. Left leg high, drop the heel, open and twist, bend the leg, flare the feet, firm the legs, opening up. Lovely. Bringing him through to the front, big stride. Bring yourself up, lift that heel, firm the toe pads, straighten the leg, firm up the buttocks, firm up the front of the thigh here, and take yourself down into that very active high lunge. Anjaneyasana, stretching up, up, up. It's almost like a semi-warrior as well. Keep breathing, firm and lengthening, drawing shoulders down the back. And the back bend isn't a back bend, it's a front extension. Lovely. Release that off. Keep firm through the back leg as you swap the hand over to the floor or the brick. Firm up, bring the legs together, lift the hips, suck the belly in as you twist. Keep firm, firm, firm through that back leg. Front leg, draw the shins together. Breathing here. Suck that belly in. It's a deep twist. Lovely. Carefully release it off. Hands to the floor. Back to your down dog. Take a moment here. Rest if you need to. Knees, if you want to stay high on toe mounds. That's also nice if you're nice and warm. Try to, my heels tend to flap out now. So try and just draw them in. See if you can keep the feet parallel as you do that. Oh, hair nightmares. Lovely. Very nice. Okay. So, variation on Trikonasana, Parsvarkanasana. Normal Uttitas this time. Down dog. Right leg through. Sweep through to the front. Normal Uttita Parsvarkanasana. Feel free to rest on the thigh, firm the legs, lift the hips, draw the energy into the belly as you open up and stretch up. Really get to the point where you're opening up the side of the body hugely. It feels like a massive sort of, it's almost like opening up one of those old sardine cans with a tin. You almost sort of unroll the pose. When you're happy, down. If you're happy, happy, down, down. Bind. stack and bring those hips up, firm the legs and tuck the bum in. Breathing here. Lovely. Straightening up, hand back a bit, bound up by the heel, lift the hips, straighten the leg into your Trikonasana. Drawing the legs in, rolling that inner thigh out at the front just a little bit as long as it's not tweaking the knee. Suck in, firm in. Lovely. Soften that knee off, bring yourself back up, swivel over to the other side. Lovely. Padasvankonasana on this side. Settling yourself down. Lovely. Opening up the side of the body. Fantastic. So stretching out here, lengthening out the side of the body, stretching up, up and away. I feel like I've missed something out. I have, the high lunge. Okay, bring yourself over, straighten that leg. Deep breath in, lifting up. Get myself confused now. Spin into your Padasvankonasana. Firm up, lift the heels, open up like that sardine tin. Rolling, 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 opening. Firm and lift. Down, down, down to one. Position, lift the hips, draw the legs together, tuck the tail under, and happy, happy, into your point. Roll that top shoulder open, bound now behind, tuck the tail in, lift the hips, firm the legs. Breathing here. Lovely. Change, bring the hand behind the heel, lift the hips, straighten the leg, roll the inner thigh out, firm up all four corners, firm the legs, bring the tail under. You lift up for your Trikonasana, breathing here. Firm legs, lifting out, out, out of the waist. Waist feels massively wide here and open. Lovely, soften that knee, push through, bring yourself back up. Bring the feet together. Okay, so slightly pigeon toes here, or as wide as your wrist joints if you can manage that. Soften the knees. Firm up the legs, push down, straightening the legs, lift up. Breathe in, my feet are slippering, and keep pushing down through the outer edges of the feet, but keep those big toe pads in position. Hinge, lift the tail, lift the arms, hands front of you. Lovely, walk back, draw the energy into the legs, stretching through the top of the head. Walking, 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 draw the elbows towards each other, but keep the heart popping through as you draw the shoulder blades down the back. Lift the tail. Lovely. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Breathe in, walk your hands back, look up, walk the feet together into your Padangusthasana. So up to you. Hip distance is fine. Feet together is fine. Firm up, lift up, zip in, extend, breathe out, fold. Lovely. Soften the knees, bring yourself all the way back up. When you're ready to extend out of that pose. Lovely. So, fantastic. Going to take our sort of class Natarajasana here. So we're going to lift up and open up, so moving towards sort of Ardha Natarajasana. So we're going to firm up the foot, press down and lift, lengthen, lift the heart. So you're really lifting up. You can float this leg up, then sweep it back, point it away, try not to curve too much in the lower back, lift, okay, bring the arms up if you can, and just take your beats, heel beats. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lovely. Catch the foot. Draw the foot into the heel into the bum. Open up the front of the pelvis and firm up the legs. Firm, firm, firm. Lovely. Up to you whether you express yourself with this arm, however you want to. Release off. Lovely. Take a deep breath in. Onto the other side, firm up the right leg, Lift, lift, lift. Lift and draw in. And then sweep that leg behind. Arms up, curving, not too much of lordosis. Firm up the legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lovely. Draw it through, catch the foot, knees together, heel to bottom, open up the front of the pelvis, express how you want to with this arm. Keep lifting, firm up both legs, firm, firm, firm. Lovely, release that off. Excellent, half vinyasa. Deep breath in, breathe out, fold. Breathe in, extend. Place, striding or jumping, you call, through, up, and push back to your down dog. Excellent. Bring yourself down to kneeling. Take care now not to pad up the knees, just in case that pad sort of starts to skid away. So, hero. Okay, so camel pose to start with into hero. Make sure your knees are okay. Even if they are on a hard floor, just make sure there's enough padding, but not so much like a cushion that's going to sort of skid away. Legs straight out, firm up, press the tops of the feet into the floor. Lift and lengthen, firm the legs, bring the belly through, firm up the belly, pop the heart through and open. Keep lengthening and going back to your hero pose. To the heels, moving back, bring yourself up and open. Firm legs. Lovely. Careful dismount. Only do that if you know what you're doing. We've talked about this at length. Carefully does it then. Flatten your hands behind, pull the fleshy bits just back and away and sit yourself down and see if you can work yourself through in between. If you can't get your sit bones to the floor, that's okay, feel free to pop yourself with your brick or cushion if you've got that handy. Okay, a nice stretch out. If your sit bones are not to the floor, you are not going down to the floor backwards. Okay, carefully does it then. Hands behind, fingers in. There's a lift and a lengthen. Firm the legs as you open up the chest. Lovely. Pop the heart through, stretching away, still sitting in the floor. Then carefully curl the tail under, firm up the fronts of the legs, dropping. The knees will lift slightly as you go down. This feels good. Stay here. Forearms, holding onto feet. Pop the heart through, lift up. If you're still feeling good, draw the energy into the legs as you lower down to the floor. Lift the tail and settle it. And straight here. If you want to go into the full expanding pose, feel free to lift the arms up and over. I can feel how much space now there is. There used to be much less space in here, so that's the effect of being not quite as active as previously. How to get out of this safely. Bring the elbows in, lift your head back up. Carefully does it into your down dog. Tuck the toes under, lift up, release those feet, walk them in a little bit, firm up the arms, grip the floor, draw the energy in. Pedal away a little bit. And then look up, stride, extend, hook up, lift, breathe out, fold. Settling the belly and then the chest on the thighs. Lovely. Carefully bring yourself back up then into our Ardha Chandrasana. So, going into the final 15 minutes now of practice, maybe 20 minutes if we add in a bit of extra Shavasana when we get there. Okay, so carefully does it then. We're going to take our half moon pose. I prefer coming into this from the floor. So, bend the knee, take your sort of wide angle stretch. Bring your hand in as you just bring the foot together. Draw the foot into the body as you lift and lengthen. Bring the hand forward. Flex and firm the feet as you draw the leg in. And just carefully bring yourself to stacked. Keep breathing here. Keep lengthening away. Stretching, lengthening. And release it down with style. Swap over. Semi-Parsvarkonasana. Bring the foot in. Bring the hand out in front. Firm, firm, firm. So firm the feet. Firm the legs. This is going to be interesting on this side due to my injury here. Let's see how it goes. Breathe in. Firm up. Lift the leg. Firm those legs. And stretch, stretch, stretch away. Stacking the hips. And stretching up. Lengthening. Just the entry and the exit, which will be an issue for my hamstring. Okay, lovely. Release yourself out. Half vinyasa here. Deep breath in, going down to seated. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, extend, place. Jumping. Chaturanga to up dog. Through to your down dog. And when you're ready, lift up and step or jump through to seated. Bring yourself sat down if you like. Pull the upper thighs out. The bottom back. Firm up the legs. Stretching up, lengthening. Lovely. Fantastic. Breathing here. Think about how we're going to grow the pose. Tops of thighs back. Drawing the energy up the legs. Firm the legs. And arranging yourself over the legs. So carefully walking yourself down and stretching away into intense stretch to the west. Lovely. Arrange yourself. Settle. Firm those feet. I'm doing work avoidance today because of my hamstring. Not very happy. Bend. I'm going to bend my knees and push the legs into the floor. Take a slightly modified version. Okay, bring yourself back up. Lovely. Half vinyasa. Cross the legs. Roll through. Place. Stride or jump. Through your chaturanga to your up dog. Firm those legs. Lift the knees. And push back to your down dog. Lovely. Take a deep breath in. Step or jump through to seated. Fantastic. Cross the legs. Pull the tops of the thighs out and the bum back. Firming up again here. Going to draw the energy, stretch the shoulder and the outer hip at the same time. So sitting up, firming up. Firm both legs, but bend the right leg. Catch the outside, show the foot to the front. Keep the alignment with the hip joint. Sit up and lengthen. Straightening the leg. Draw the energy in as you spin out behind you. Twist, twist, twist. Use this grip here, this bind. Keep firming up the feet, star the toes. Breathing here. Nice outer hip stretch. Lovely. Release that off onto the other side. Firm up the feet. Sit up, stretch up. Sit down with those sit bones. Lengthen out. Bend that leg. Catch the outside. Show the foot. Sit up nice and tall. Straighten. Keep that alignment. Sit up, up, up. And twist. Keep breathing. Keep starring. Keep opening. Use that bind. Keep the alignment as you stretch away. Breathe in here. Bend the knee, bring yourself back to center. Half vinyasa to down dog, and then we're going to kneel for a moment. Cross the legs, roll through. Stride or jump, chaturanga. Keep your knees off the floor, and push back to your down dog. Take your kneel. Lovely. Fantastic. So we're going to take that half Gomukhasana variation here. So we're going to cross right leg over left to start with. Open up the feet and walk yourself back. Knees on top. Sit down. Both sit bones on the floor. Okay, so work that foot out if you're not quite there. Star the feet. Firm up. Draw the legs in. Deep breath in. And then keep the sit bones pushing into the floor. So if you don't have both sit bones down, get yourself down and then walk and lengthen. Okay, just keep walking, keep lengthening and fold. As soon as those sit bones start to lift, that's where you stop. Breathing here. Lovely, walk yourself back up, release the leg off, back onto the knees, swap sides, left leg over right, fan the feet open, sit yourself down. Check the feet are going to be wide enough to get yourself into position and both sit bones on the floor. So get this hip down. Start the feet to the toes, firm up the legs, sit up, push down, lift up, lengthen and walk yourself forward. As soon as those bum cheeks start to lift, that's where you stop. Breathing here. If you're going down further, that's lovely. Keep breathing, keep drawing the tailbone down to the floor and lengthening through the top of the head. Wow, releasing off. Lovely. Release the legs, half vinyasa. Cross the legs, different way if you can. Stride or jump. Chaturanga to your up dog. Firm and lift those legs and knees and push back to your down dog. Take a moment here to just stretch the legs out after those gomukhsanas. Lovely. Cow face. Stretch, stretch. Stretch, stretch. Hinge. Lengthen. Draw the arms in. Draw the legs in. Firming up. Lovely. Carefully sit yourself down. Fantastic. So, the repeated versions of what I suggested towards the start, so the Tibetan pose, but also we're going to take a variation on an outer hip stretch. So before we lie down, I'm going to bring hands behind, push the calves down, bring the heels in, hands back, fingers facing backwards, fan open the hands. Lift up, move the left butt cheek to the right, okay, as you cross the legs. Okay, so hang on a minute. Yeah, first, bring the leg into figure 4 position, lifting off the floor, squidge over, get the right butt cheek down as you lift up, up and away. Okay, it's not going well, is it? Bring yourself across, get this right hip down, breathing here, holding. I can't do this one today, it was going so well earlier. Stretching into that outer hip. Lovely. Catch and twist if you can. And release off. Change back to centre. Try and do it better on the other side here. Fingers out, heels in, lift the bottom, bring the right leg on top, scoot the leg over, drop both sit bones down. Take a deep breath in, catch up and twist. Not going well today. Oh, still, try. It's all the fun is in the trying, yeah? Keep breathing here. Keep that hip over. That's it. Draw in, firm up. There we go. Outer hip stretch. Lovely. Get that right hip down. Release off. Back to centre. Last vinyasa then. Cross the legs. Through you go. Enjoy your last vinyasa. Lift your knees. Firm up. Draw in. And push back. Lovely. Sitting down. Taking your variation then on Tibetan Weaponry. Let's see if this is any better now. Okay, so then, carefully does it. Lie yourself down before we take our bridge and relax. So, bring the feet into the bottom. Okay, bring the leg up, catch the outer foot and draw the knee down to the floor. Roll off, bring the knee down. This time, you're going to catch the foot and draw it in to the lower back and the bottom. Drop that knee down as you stretch and open and twist away. Breathing here. Strong work. Keep dropping this hip down. Firm the legs up. Excellent. Bend the top leg. Swap over to the other side. Feet down. Outer edge of left leg. Draw knee to armpit like a half happy baby. Roll off, drop the knee down. Catch the foot behind. Bring the heel into the bottom as you drop that knee down and stretch that leg away and turn away. Breathing here. pose, keep dropping that right knee down, keep firming the legs. Excellent. Bring them back, hug in, knees to chest. Hug around the shins, draw them in, draw the shins together, ankles together. Final pose then before our Yoga Mudrasana. So options here, two options. I'm going to swivel, stand the bridge, bringing the heels into the bottom. Just squidge the calf away if you need to. Bring the heels in. Walk the shoulders up and open up and lift. Or you can then grab the mat and travel. So walk yourself over, walk the elbows and the shoulders forward onto the toe mound. Drop the knees, firming up the legs, opening up the chest, opening up the belly. So simple bridge, active bridge, or over into this quite big quad stretch. Walk yourself back, knees to chest to release that off, and roll yourself up to seated. So, final pose then. The only inversion today, bridge of sorts. So bring yourself into your desired position. Just going to scooch back a little bit. This floor is hard on bony feet. So carefully bring yourself into a position that's comfortable for you. Get the sit bones well engaged into the floor. Tuck the belly in. Stretch out and drop the shoulders down the back. Open the heart. Clasp the hand, drop the clasp, open the chest, breathe in, lengthen the front of the body. And breathe out. 5 to 10 breaths in your Yoga Mudrasana. Stretching up, up and away. Keep drawing the clasp up to the ceiling or further over and settling yourself. Keep lengthening the back. Firm up the legs. Keep good contact. When you're ready, bring yourself out and release the legs. Relax yourself down to the floor. If you can take more than a 5 to 7 minute Shavasana, then please do stay in position for as long as you can. Settle yourself down onto the floor. Bent legs if you need to. Onto the right hand side if you need to. Tuck the shoulders, the elbows in, open up the palms, and take your time here to settle yourself into the floor. Deep breaths in. If you're in your own space, sigh the breath away. Three deep sighing breaths. With each breath, letting go of any residual tension that's just being held in the joints, the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons, the face, the skin. So as the body settles and we regulate the breathing, we tune into the breath, into the body. Your warm body. The miracle of taking all of those poses, all of those physical exertions, and then allowing the body to rest. So bringing to mind a sunny day. You're outside. The warmth of the sun has warmed your entire body. You can feel the sun's rays just touching lightly across all of your body. Warming, settling, soothing. Draw the energy energy in from the sun. Take it in on the in-breath and give it away on the out-breath. So you can feel the body absorbing golden energy, golden light, warmth, relaxation. And then giving it back out. Draw this energy into the heart center. And then give it away from the heart center. Focus on that feeling of centered metta, loving kindness sitting directly in the center of the body, nourished by the sun, by warmth, by kindness and love. And we say 3 times together, with great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.